see, I just washed a cup now. I just washed the cup. It didn't, I didn't have to sit here and think about it. I didn't have to think and have anxiety about it. I didn't have to stay here and think about the outcome. I didn't have to think and motivate myself. I just stand stood up and went over there and you know first rinse the inside, pour a detergent inside the liquid soap, then wash the pot. All it took me was a plan, an effort, and time. This is this inclines in every other things we do in life. Let's say you want to make the best music, you want to be a musician, you want to be an actor, you want to do every other thing with your life. You know, this is how you should, see it. What's the plan? Once you have the plan, then it's not your effort and it's not your time. But the only difference is that that is going to take much more of. The only existing difference was washing the pot took a little time. It just took me 2 minutes, like let's say a minute. Then the effort was not. I didn't have to put a lot of effort. Like I put effort, but I didn't have to put effort like the same effort it will take to lift something that is heavier. And I didn't have to. The time was a brief, and the plan was not something I have to make research about. Something like that's the only existing difference between washing this cup and doing every other thing, like becoming an actor, becoming a doctor, becoming whatsoever you want to become, whatsoever you want to achieve in life, your any desire you have. That's the difference. Effort, time, and plan. You know, that's the only thing. But we humans, people, when we have something to do, let's say you want to become a doctor, you want to become a lawyer, you want to do something that is supposed to take only these three things I mentioned, then we are going to sit and try to look for motivation, you know, try to overcomplicate things, and during that times we are motivating ourselves and doing all those things. We will now start to think about the outcome. We will now start getting anxiety. But in reality, we are just supposed to find a plan, put effort and time. That's the only thing it's going to. It only requires. I don't know if I'm making sense to anyone that will come across this video, but I'm making sense to myself. You know, realizing this have made me realize that realizing this has made me know that you know all this anxiety and motivation, all these things that we used to, all this feeling we used to have in between doing something and and achieving something, it's not necessary. It's just us, it's just because it's taking time, and when it's taking time, we think it's not going to happen. We start having anxiety, but in reality, it's just time. Like it's just time. If you choose to do it fast, it will take less time. If you choose to do it slow, it will take much time. If you choose to put half effort, you will not do it, you will not get it the exact. If I choose to wash that pot without no much effort in scrubbing, the cup will still be dirty. So in conclusion, whatsoever you want to do, you don't need to sit here and look for motivation. You don't need to sit there and think about the outcome. All you just need to is plan. Then plan. Is your plan going to require extra information which you don't have? Then you go and look for that information. Is your plan going to require extra person? Then you go and get that person. Second, effort. What effort is it going to require from you? It's going to take um this effort, that effort. Effort. I don't think effort has any measurement. Something like that. If it does, then I don't know. Then time. How much time is it going to take? And sometimes we can't decide this time by ourselves, but sometimes we can. Let's say I'm going to go to school in 4 years. then I'm going to graduate, then I'm going to do my intern in 2 years, then after that I'm going to get a job and become an adult. We can measure this up and conclude the time. We can measure this time up and conclude on how much time it's going to cost, and sometimes we cannot. So that's it. So if you are sitting, want to do something, and you are looking for motivation, you are trying to do feel right, you are trying to, you are having anxiety in between doing it and achieving it, and finishing it, then it's probably something you have to do something about. All you have to do is find a plan, put in effort and your time, and it's done. Something like that. I think that's basically what it takes to do stuff. What it takes to do stuff. But as humans, because of the words we've heard the word motivation, we've heard the word discipline and all those things, and we think it all matters. So we try to look for motivation. We try to uh, look for external stuff, that we shouldn't even need, before we stand up and do what we said we are supposed to do. So that's it.